smart.
Yeah. Okay. Today I'm going to talk about four story. One of that story, it's not true. The first story, it's happened around 3 months ago with U-Haul office, U-Haul trucks. My friends called me and he asked me if I can pick him up to that office because he want to rent a truck, because he want to move into a new apartment and he need that truck to carry his furniture. So I told him it's okay, then I pick him up. We went at that office in Tustin. And he rented a truck, and he told me I didn't have navigation, so I will follow you into our apartment. I told him that's okay. Then when we was in our way, when I was drove, he was follow me, and we went in the street, in Kilford Street. I have to stop for that traffic light, but he don't use to drive the big car or big truck, so he crushed me. He was behind me, so he crushed me, and it was accident, I know that. So we called the police, and the police came, and unfortunately, that's company insurance, because he already paid for the insurance, but that company told us we can't afford for that accident because your friend didn't have California driver license. So we have to fix my car by myself. But my friend helped me and afford me 3,000. It's cost 3,000, and he bought the money. This is the first story. The second story happened when I was 4 years old in my hometown in Saudi Arabia. I was stupid child. I was crazy. So every day I used to do something crazy when I was a child. We were, me and my father and my mother, we were in the living room, and we stayed there downstairs in the living room. So in the upstairs there are nobody. So I went upstairs and I used my feather lighter, because my father was smoking. I used my feather lighter to burn fire in the curtain. Do you know what is curtain? Curtain, I'm not sure, please correct for me. Something we put it in the window.
Yeah,
is it
curtains.
Curtains, yeah. I burned fire in the curtains, and it was scary, and I was afraid, so I felt dizzy, and then I didn't remember anything. What happened? My father smelled fire smoke, and he called fire department, and they came and put it out. This is the second story. The third story happened 2 months ago in our farm. Everybody know what's the open house? What about open garage?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know open garage. I thought the open house is open garage. I woke up the Saturday in the morning, and I was boring. I don't know what I have to do. Just I went to walk around the neighborhood. So I saw that open house sign, and I followed that sign. I arrived to luxury house, and I decided to go there and bought something used, for example, used TV or used table or something like that. When I arrived there, I said hello. Then the owner told me, yeah, you can come. And I go inside. Unfortunately, I wear shorts and t-shirt, and there's a lot of people who wear suits and tie. It was ambitious. I ambitious very much because it's open house, not open garage. The open house, it means if you wanna buy a house, you went there, you go there and see that house and ask him about the house, how many room, how many, about the size, about the old. So he told me if you want to buy this house, he got me paper and inside this paper some information you can see. But I surprised. I told him actually I came here to have something used like TV or table or. But he told me if you wanna buy something used, you have to go to Craigslist. It was embracing thing. So I don't want to remember that thing. The fourth story happened in my hometown in Saudi Arabia around I think it's 1 year ago. My friend has a farm and there's a lot of dangerous animals, lions, tigers, dangerous dogs. So he invited us for his farm. So we went there and we find the lion, but he wasn't inside the cage. He was in the outdoor. He was in the backyard, and he was restricted by rope. And my friend told us, "Do you want to play soccer?" Yeah. We said, "Yeah, but where? And where we can play? There's no soccer court." He told me we can play with that lion. So we play with the lion soccer. Yeah, he is in one team, and we were in one team. Yeah, we were four, and he was alone. But unfortunately, I can't play with him because it's dangerous. Because just he restricted by rope, and just he passed the ball for us, and we passed that ball for him. That's our story, and I don't know if you have any questions.
Do you guys have any questions for Hamoud before we play the game?
If I said there's no question, if I said, decide right now.